start? I just ate a peach. Do I have any peach in my teeth?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. I hear from many local constituents in my town, which normally is looked upon as, you know, a wealthy town. They're not bringing their kids to the dentist as often as they should. They're not feeding them the healthy, fresh foods that they should be because just don't have enough money. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation and, you know, the cost of fuel. So it's a real difficult year.
Healthcare is one of the big drags on our economy. It hurts business, it hurts our competitiveness, and it's hurting our health. We, the people, don't actually perceive how much our health insurance costs and take into account taxes we pay and lower wages. Each person is paying basically $7 grand a year in healthcare costs. Most of us get our health insurance through our employers. Because we don't actually pay for our health care insurance out of our own pockets, we don't recognize that the fact that you're not getting any wage increases is preventing you from being able to buy other things.
This is a small farm. It's 108 acres.
Now these are the stairs. Be very, very careful.
Our customers, when they start buying our milk, they try some. They take it home, and their kids start drinking more milk than they have been drinking. They drink less pop. They tell me that when their college kids come home, they fight over my milk that's in the refrigerator. Why? Because it tastes better. It has a crisper, fuller taste. My skim will beat the pants off of anybody else's skim on the market. Why? Because we don't strip everything out of it. We take the fat out of it.
And this is our skim.
That skim was probably milked yesterday morning.
I'm probably going to really love it and be sad I can't get it.
Because it tastes like milk. It doesn't taste like flavored water. So.
Wow.
The rest of you want to try the skim too?
What's it sell for in the stores?
$3.89 a half gallon.
You must believe that to use some of these hormones, which might make it cheaper, also make it worse for you healthcare wise.
A lot of consumers believe that if you use BST in your cows, that they have more BST in their milk, and then it causes all kinds of problems in their daughters and all kinds of health problems in their kids and all this. Which I don't know if that's true or not.
I have parents that come in and say, my doctor told me to come and buy your milk for my daughter because she's developing too fast.
You can use bovine somatotropin in your cows, and they will milk 10 to 20% more pounds of milk. And you have to inject them, you know, I think it's about every 3 weeks. And that will hold the production up. I also believe that it increases their stress level. I believe that you have more mastitis in your cows. I believe that you have more trouble getting cows to breed back, to calve again. I just believe that you increase the stress in your cows and you have lower quality milk and lower life of your cows. That's what I believe. Other dairymen would argue with me, and I'm not going to argue with them. All I say is I don't use it. I have my own reasons for not using it, and they can come and drink my milk if they want to. And, you know, we have the other factors. We milk it right here. We pump it into my plant. We bottle it right here. It never gets hauled, trucked. You know, it's not out on the road 2 days. There's lots of things that are better about my milk.
We have some people who have very large families, 6, 7, 8 kids. They're going to go through a lot of milk in a week. They have to get something that they can afford. And so that means they're sacrificing quality.
And possibly health, right? Down the line?
Yep, yep.
It would seem that milk would be one of those things which wouldn't be considered a luxury item because people want their kids to have milk.
But the tighter the economy got, you know, the dollar wins and they buy the cheaper milk, I think. You can preach at them all day long that our milk is of higher quality, that it's fresher, but when it comes right down to it, this town supports 3 Walmarts. And we're not in Walmart.
It will not.
Good afternoon.
afternoon, everybody. It's Josh Earnest with the Obama campaign here in Chicago. We're pleased to be joined on the call today by Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown. All right, Judy, we'll take the next question.
Okay, one moment. It is Edward Head at Films at 11 in New York.
It's all very well hearing about John McCain, but with the financial meltdown happening on Wall Street at the moment, the $700 billion bailout by the American taxpayer, Senator Obama has pledged universal health care. Is this now actually possible financially? Where's this money going to come from?
Well, I mean, Ed, to just sort of hop in and answer your question, I mean, Senator Obama has actually been pretty clear in terms of laying out his health care plan. So I would direct you to the details of those plans that are available on our website. But a lot of the plan is paid for by things like increased efficiencies in the system, as well as his proposals for doing an audit at the Defense Department. Certainly ending the war in Iraq,
ending the war, and canceling the huge Bush tax cuts for the rich are a big part of how we pay for these things. I don't think it's fair to say anything Barack Obama wants to spend money on is canceled out by this bailout, because government's done bailouts in the past. And if we do this right, this isn't taking hundreds of billions of dollars from taxpayers' pockets and squandering it. This isn't just money out the window taking away from what Barack Obama's going to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just this weekend, Barack Obama talks about how he's going to fix this and he's going to provide for health care. Well, how's he going to be able to afford it? How are we going to be able to afford it? We have a war that's burning $15 billion a month that's being run off the books. Even if you audit the Pentagon and for waste and abuse, how are you going to find that? Even if, as John McCain says, he's going to do away with earmarks and therefore he'll pay for everything. Well, earmarks, if you want to call them that, account for 0.5% of the entire federal budget. Neither campaign's being honest with the American people about what it's going to take to get our budget house in order.